We are here with Giacomo Trovato. He's the country manager for Southeast Europe for Airbnb. I think everybody knows what Airbnb is. So what I will start and I would like first to know is how important is the Greek market for Airbnb?
Yeah, Greece is one of the main destination markets in Europe. After the pandemics, these destination markets, during the pandemics, were hit very hard, especially because overseas flows have been dramatically decreased. The good news is that with 2022, Airbnb globally has gone up by 20% versus 2019, but Greece has done better than average and has done better than other competing countries in Europe like Italy, Spain, and Portugal. So very good recovery from Greece.
And what do you think will come in 2023? What's the data so far?
So the data so far show a continuous growth. I think there are two important trends that we are monitoring. One is the growth of long stay travel. With the pandemics, we've seen that smart working has grown a lot. People have started to work not from the office, but from their home, but from any home. So a lot of them have chosen to stay in a different country for a long period of time. So we've seen that long stays of at least a month, have grown at a rate that is 4 times higher in Greece versus shorter stays between 2022 and 2019.
So digital nomads it's a new revenue stream for Airbnb, for the Greek and the people from Greece that they're using Airbnb, right?
Yes, and Greece has introduced a digital nomad visa in 2021. So this is a great opportunity to attract this type of new touristic flows.
That's very nice. And also, are there any future plans for the Greek market from Airbnb? Are you planning to provide something new services, perhaps?
No, I think it's really about how do we amplify these trends. So how do we amplify, for instance, this digital nomad trend by creating a collaboration with the Greek government to really display Greece as the perfect destination for these workers. Another opportunity is really to disperse tourism. What we've seen during the pandemic is that people try to travel to less crowded areas. So small cities, rural areas have grown twice their growth rate than big cities. So how do we help disperse tourism? That's another important opportunity to collaborate with the Greek government.
And also with the Greek communities as well, I believe.
Of course.
Also, in the main tourist sites in Greece, because of Airbnb, the problem is that there are a lot of complaints that Airbnb has created some not so good environment for people living there. So what's your answer to that?
Well, if you think about it, Airbnb was born because two young guys couldn't afford to live in San Francisco. So they opened their house and they inflated a few beds. So Airbnb started to help residency. So I think that criticism, when this phenomenon explodes, needs to be accepted, acknowledged, and I think the way forward is really to listen, understand what the problem is and how we can collaborate. An example of collaboration is the agreement we closed with the Greek government about really sharing data so that we can ensure full legality. So all host needs to have a registration number to be displayed on the platform, and so the Greek authorities can track if they are paying taxes.
Yeah, and that was also criticism. Yeah, you're right.
And taxes have increased 8 times between 2017 and 2022, thanks to this agreement with the online platforms. So I think Greek has really represented the benchmark of how, when you have problems, the best way forward is to collaborate, to discuss and find solutions. And so we are willing to do the same with major cities like Athens. If we have problems of residency, let's discuss and find the best solutions.
Mr. Trovato, thanks you very much.